we have seen the major theoretical part of the purchase order because a lot of things were there in purchase orders to be studied. So we have got most of the things. But initially, I told you like everyone, please practice the PR to PO process, which is very much essential to get with the what I say topic of PR to PO or the process of PR to PO. And later on, you can research about all those things, whatever the assignments I had shared, or complete those the informations which I've shared in the group also. So complete those and understand those important points, guys. Okay. Now, today we'll be getting with the third topic of our P2P cycle, that is GRN. Goods receipt note, or you can even call it as normal goods received note also, guys. Okay. Now, so what is a GRN and when it is created, who creates this? So all those things we are going to understand in today's session. Okay. So GRN is nothing but an acknowledgement copy or a document which is used in a logistic cycle to record the receipt of the goods or the material received from the supplier, and to provide a confirmation to the supplier that we have received the material in so and so condition, whatever condition it might be. So that conditions informations we have to update in GRN and submit a copy of this to the supplier also. So this document acts like an acknowledgement copy created by the buyer towards supplier to provide the confirmation of material received part. Okay, so this is a, again you can say majorly internal document itself, but not majorly used for pricing and all, just to inform about the material delivery status. Right. Well, here there are a lot of important things what are important in GR. Of course, like you say, we create this GRN and update the information of material. But when we create this, guys, particular departments, a different department is involved here. Which department will look after creating of GRN, guys? The warehouse team. Okay, or you can say the store department. So they will update the information about material received in the respective document. But the question is, when do they update this information? How the materials are received? What all informations we receive with the material delivery? Can anyone just tell me, guys? Once the materials are dispatched, so with the material dispatch, what all documents vendor will attach with the delivery and send? Anyone have got any idea?
Invoice. Sir,
Invoice order.
Quotation and purchase order.
One by one, guys. That it got mixed up.
Quotation and purchase order.
Quotation with material delivery.
And confirmed purchase order.
Material description, sir.
See, guys, vendor will attach a lot of different documents. Like, have you heard about the delivery note? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Documents list. Let's say shared by the supplier. Okay, so first important document is delivery note, guys. What is the delivery note? It is nothing but list of, like as you said, list of materials or goods what he has dispatched. Like in the previous session, like just now you asked, like if the vendor does not supply the full quantities of material, so he will put that information in the delivery note, like the materials delivered, quantities, their informations with respect to the purchase order. So even the PO number and all will be described in that. Apart from that, he can also put the packing list. What is packing list? Packagings will be there, right? So shipments, like it is supplying through seaways, road transports, or whatever channel or channel of delivery is there. So those things will be informed here. Even like dimensions, like as I said, if he is supplying in terms of boxes, what is the size of the box, what is the weight of the box, so all those descriptions should be added in the packaging list, right? And of course, there are many other documents which is considered in different industries. Apart from that, invoice is that. Of course, invoice comes here, and invoice we will take into consideration in the next topic. But right now, if let us say with delivery of the material, invoice also comes with that. Apart from that, what guys, do you know what is certificate of origin? Yeah. Now when we hmm, see why it is required. Is it required for local transport, like within India? Yes, correct. So certificate of origin. See, we know that whenever the delivery of the material will happen between two different countries, so we know that they will happen based on the import export. So whenever import export will happen, so there are the what I say the authorities who are going to verify the informations. So this certificate should be given from where the supplier was, that from where the materials are dispatched, who is going to receive it. So all those information should be put certificate of origin, which indicates the particular country of origin from where that whatever the tariffs or trade agreements have been happened. So all the description should be put on that, so that the authority who is going to import it, like import the material in their country, while cross verifying, so they have got the detailed information about the material from where it has come, right? So like this, we have got a lot many other documents, like we call it as bill of lading. Have you heard about bill of lading? In some countries or for some things they are used. So all these things are important document. So what is bill of lading? Yes. So again, it is used for international shippings only, majorly for sea transportations and all. So major it contains all the acknowledgement of the whatever the materials it is carrying. Same like what I say, delivery note, packaging list, and all. No? So it is same used there also. But what I say in a detailed manner when we do for international, right? So lot many detailed documents are required. Guys. So these are the some of the documents what we have to take into considerations for uh, like for inwarding also, guys, right? So let us say right now we will stick with what these three documents: delivery note, packaging list, and invoice, right? So delivery note will give the particular description about the material vendor has supplied. Packaging list will provide the information about the transportation mode or the transportation mode, and invoice will provide the particular payment options and all payment informations, right? So once we receive the material delivery, with material delivery, we let us say we have received these three documents, because now we are dealing with what? Same country supplier, German supplier itself and German buyer itself, right? So we'll not get with like certification of origin or bill of lading. We'll deal with only these three documents right now. But now once we have this information, so let us say as a buyer we receive the material. What is the process of inwarding the material, case? What will happen? What all steps are involved for inwarding the material? Yes, guys. What all steps are involved?
We need to check the quantity.
Okay. So what is that, guys? So whenever we receive the material, right? So first, always before we check for material uh, quantities and all, we have to check the documents list, whatever they have attached, what all documents they have provided. The documents list I've told you about itself. Then you go for what case? You go for inspection. When I say inspection, there are various ways. Like what we do in inspection, particularly check the goods for quantities, conditions, and with other compliance with the purchase orders and so other things. So in inspection, again, you can classify that as an overall inspection or simply quality inspection, guys. So when I say quality inspection, you are going to do the thorough inspection of the material with the dimensions, checking the dimensions and checking the usability criteria of that and everything is right. All those all things. So it will take a lot of time. But when I say normal inspection, let us say I'm purchasing any raw materials, I need not to do all those quality inspection process guys, because it is a raw material. I have to just check the quantities, numbers are matching and whether visibly they are all correct or no, and that level inverted case, because I cannot waste my time checking the all the raw material because raw materials are a lot many things. So it does not happen every time. So these are the inspection process. And after this, what we do after we inspect the material, so prepare a proper documentation for this, right? Whatever inspection we have done, so prepare a documentation of that, where we call it as preparation of GRN. So in this process we come GRN. See, GRN is not created at the initial stage of material received part. Once the materials are inverted after all the inspection and checking purpose, then we go for documentation. Guys, we don't do it initially itself. So therefore, GRN we will create at the end. So why it is so important, that also will come, and I will explain you one by one in steps. Right. So now let us go for the GRN topic itself. See, if you want to create a GRN in our system, so we have got a common T code that is called MIGO. We have got other T codes also to create GRN apart from this, but right now we will stick with MIGO, which has got different use cases. So one use case is GRN case. MIGO is you actually use for multiple types of material movements in the system in our SAP. But out of all those, right now we will deal with what material inward part, that is creating GRN. So whenever you create GRN, guys, in our system, we always need a reference document here. Okay, we cannot create manually. It has to be always with reference to purchasing documents. So right now we are going to take purchase order, but in future scenarios, we are going to take other purchasing documents also, guys, like contracts, agreements, quotations, and all those things. Now, when you create GR in our SAP system, there are two important things what we have to understand. One, we call it as stock type, and one more we call it as movement type, which are going to be very much important for creating GRN. Practically, again, the GRN is very simple. It will just happen in 2 minutes, guys, if you know the process. Okay, we can create it because here I'm taking a reference of PO. So all the required information about the material, vendor, pricing, shipping, everything is there in this PO, guys. Right. So on the system, we have to just check whether it is correctly taken, whether all the numbers are correctly updated. If not, we have to just change the quantities and all and save the document, guys. That's it. So it is very simple process, right? So we will be dealing with this. Now, when I say stock type, so what my stock type is? Stock type defines the material conditions. It defines what is material condition, good condition, defective condition, damaged condition, or whether it is in a quality inspection condition, or it might be present in what case uh, let us say um, yeah, quality inspection, and what else? Yeah, in order condition or not yet received, or whether just in transit condition. So likewise, we can use the different stock types. But right now, since we are dealing with only GRN, in GRN, there are three important stock types which we will learn initially. One, we call it as unrestricted use. Second, we call it as quality inspection. Third, we call it as locked stock. So these three are going to be important for GRN, but only these three are not the stock types present in SAP. Apart from this, we have many more other stock types, which I'll deal in the next scenario. but right now not required. So what is unrestricted use? As the name suggests, without any restriction, you can use this material. So when we are going to use this, whenever we receive the material under good condition, so we have to take this unrestricted use. Now, if I say go and check your stock, how much are in usable condition? So you have to always use or check unrestricted use, guys. So unrestricted use is going to show us how many metals are in good condition in your particular storage. So when you want to invert the metal also in good condition, which is received from the supplier, we are going to take the same thing. That is good condition. But we know that sometimes we have to put the material under quality inspection. As I said, there is a process of inspection, but not normal inspection, guys. I said quality inspection. When we go for quality inspection, when we have to do the thorough inspection about the material for any doubts or any kind of queries we have on that, or any kind of inspection has to be completely thoroughly done. So we go for quality inspection, right? And apart from block stock, when we go for block stock, whenever we receive any damages or any defective components or the wrong material from the vendor, which is not matching as per the purchase order. So if any issue is there with the material delivery, then we go for block stock. So these are the three different stock types which we are going to use for our material inward process through GRN. Getting? Getting it? Okay. Now coming to movement type. So movement types uh, define the action taken on the materials. Now you might not understand this easily because it has got some complication. So if you do practically, I'll tell you, but try to understand the definition here. I'll try to give it in a simple word. So you can say these are 3-digit numbers which define the action taken on the material movements from one location to another. See, when you come for SAP software and you are dealing with any topic, not only this SAP GRN, you're dealing with any topic in SAP where there is a movement of material from one location to another. You have to compulsory use movement type case. Without movement type, you cannot take any actions or you cannot move any material from one location to another. It is mandatory that you have to know the movement types and you have to use them properly. If you use any wrong informations, wrong movement type, the materials will go to any different stock types and becomes very difficult for us to track it back. Therefore, movement types are very, very important. What are these? As I said, there are 3-digit numbers which are predefined in SAP. Okay, which are predefined. What they are trying to tell us, they are defining what the kind of action you want to take it for the material to invert, to put it in unrestricted use, to put it in quality inspection, to put the material under block condition. So if whatever action you want to take on the material, you have to decide that with the moment type only. So you should remember different moment types. So in our SAP syllabus, we are going to come across multiple 3-digit moment types, but there are thousands of moment types present in SAP. So it is impossible to do each and every moment type practically. But that is whatever we do, even if you do that much, it is more than enough to understand the moment type. No one will ask you any type of moment types in any interview case until unless you're applying for consultant job roles. So in end user, this is not an important, but to create GRN, it is important. Guys. So let us go for practical part and create it. Now before that, let us take a scenario here. Okay. So let me have a PO information, guys. So what was the PO we created in the previous class? I think, yeah, here it is. But we made a changes in that, right? Okay, okay. We have a PO here, which is created for 1000 vendor. And what's the PO number? 541. Okay. So as vendor has said that he can supply all these metals. So let us say we have received the order confirmation and we are just going to go for invert now. So since this is a PO number, right? So we are going to take a reference of this PO and create the GRN. So as I said, if you want to create a GRN, so first you have to prepare a documentation for that. So when I say documentation, so before we create a GRN, so what we have to do first is, the first is prepare the manual invert report, and after that submit that document to the GR creation team and they will update the GRN case. They'll create a GRN. So first we have to update this case. So let us say I'm creating a manual report now, and this information I'll share to the GRN and then they'll create. What is that? So vendor has accepted to supply this material as per the PO, but he has said that he will not supply all these lines of material with one time. Anyway, as you can see, the delivery dates are different and all those things. So he has said that the first two lines of materials what are there. Okay, so let us say he has agreed to supply it for today's date, and as per this, we have received the material for today's date, and all these materials, both the lines of materials, has found out that during the inspection process, we found out the quantities and even the quality of the materials are in good condition. So this manual report is updated as per the reporting manager, or as per the store in charge or whoever is responsible. So they will prepare this report and they will hand over to the GR creation team. So let us say now we are working for GR creation team and we have received this GRN and we have to update it in our system. So how to do this? So go for the T code. What is the T code to create GR? MI GO. So before I go that, so let us check the status of the PO before I go there. What is the status of the PO? 541, right? So where do we check the status of the PO? In the header data. Right, so go here in the header, check the status here. So here you can see that we have totally ordered 1400 but not received anything. Delivered are 0. So therefore, pending are all 1400. So this still to deliver can be called as open quantities, and delivered are called as closed quantities. Just like in PR to PO process was there, now we are dealing with PO to GR process. Right? So we have to keep on checking the status of PO after every step in GRN, whether it is closed or open, that the same process will come, guys. Now, let us go to the GRN and create the GRN for this PO. So go here, /n MIGO. When you come here, you can see it says goods receipt for purchase order. On the left hand side, you can see there is a form name called as A01 goods receipt. If I click on this, you can see we have got different types of forms. Like I said, return delivery, cancellation, display, release GR block stock, goods issue, transfer posting, and multi other different forms. So these are all different types of forms used for MIGOT code. So that's for I told MIGO stands for particular goods moment. It does not stand for only GRN. So GRN is one part of that. That is A01. But out of that, we can do other activities also. I'll come to that later on. Now we are creating GRN with reference to what? Purchase order. And what is that purchase order number? Add it here. Right? So we add the number manually, or if you just have it somewhere, you just copy paste it, guys. Right? Put it. And beside this, we have got plant information. So for which plant you want to invert, you have got two plants, but here I can enter only one plant. So let us take only one. And now beside this, you can see we have got here GRN, goods receipt, right? And it is asking a 3-digit number. So what is that 3-digit number called as? I told you It is called as movement type. It is asking the header itself guys. Before I proceed for any different process, it is asking initially itself. It is very, very important. So click on this pin, and here you can see a table of a particular list of movement types which are with respect to only GRN topic. Because if I change the form here, A02, A03, again different movement types will come. Now can you see here? We have got thousands of movement types present here. So can you buy them all of them? Not possible, guys. Okay, it is not possible to buy all of them, and to work also at a time all for all this condition. It will take a lot of time. So whatever our main process is there, we are going to deal with this, and I'm going to explain different scenarios, what will happen for invert. And apart from that, still, if you have got any other scenarios to be studied, just let me know. We can work on that also. Right. So today we are not going to deal in completely depth of all those part, but let us see how to invert the material in simple process of GRN. Right. So as I said, we have received a document from the invert team saying that the material received are only two lines, M01 and M02, and both are in good condition. So if the material is in good condition, then which action we have to take on this? That is, which movement type I have to apply for this? The movement type is 101 case. So 101 says whenever you want to invert the material in good condition, you have to go for this. Let us read the definition of that. Because see, how to know which movement type is correct and which movement type is wrong? It is only after reading the definition of that. So let us read 101. What is 101? It says goods receipt for purchase order into warehouse or into stores. Now let me break it down. Goods received for purchase order. When I say into warehouse or into stores, you tell me guys, when are you going to send the material to storage location? Whether whenever they are in good condition or whenever they are in defective condition.
Good condition. When product is good condition.
Good condition.
Simple understanding guys. We are going to send the material into warehouse or into storage location only which are in good condition. Right? If anything is has been received in defective status or damaged condition or wrong material, we are going to block it at the plant level itself, guys. Because whenever we receive the material, we receive at plant level, and after receiving plant level, we send it to storage location after all the process of inspection. We directly don't send it to storage location, guys. Correct? So here, as the definition says, into warehouse, to storage location, or to warehouse, or for warehouse, or for store location. So whenever you get this kind of terminologies, remember it is inverting the material under good condition only. Okay, we have got multiple different types of those, right? So for here you can see from warehouse, it is not from warehouse. From quality inspection into unrestricted use stock. Right, so unrestricted means directly it is good condition. I told you already, but whenever we get this kind of terminologies, it is good condition, guys. Remember that. So here you see even here for warehouse, right? So these are all good condition metals. But anyway, now we'll go with, since we are inverting the material from purchase order directly and creating a GRN into good condition. So take it 101. Okay. So once you select the action, this is very much important, guys. Remember, once you select the action, then you need to hit enter, because whatever information is going to reflect in this GRN will be having a common action of this 101. So for all those materials, only this one common action will be applied, guys. You cannot apply separate actions for each line individually. You have to apply common. Okay. So it means you have to right now take into consideration that for one GR report, only one movement type. Okay. So for one GRN, one movement type. Take that into consideration. Now, have taken 101. Now, beside this, below this, you can see document date, posting date, delivery note, bill of lading, GRGI slip number. So all those are document reference number, what you have received from the supplier. So whatever documents you have received, so those documents number and number you enter here just for reference purpose. But once you get that, you click enter, and as soon as you hit enter, all that information, whatever is present in this PO, will be reflected here. And after we have to choose which to invert and which not to invert. So in this PO, guys, how many lines of materials we have? 3 lines of material. And
Yes.
out of 3 lines of material, I have to invert only first 2 lines, that is 900 quantities and 300 quantities. Right? So let us see what system shows. See, when I hit enter, it is reflecting the vendor's name, and here it is showing only 2 lines of material, that is 900 and 200 only. That is which one? M01 and M03. Why not M02? Why it is not reflecting this?
Because it's not in good condition as we selected GR good receipt number.
No, the plant you have added is only 1,000.
Yes, guys. See how the system knows whether the material is in good condition or not in good condition. Right now, system does not know anything, right? So we have to inform. This is a case study what I have taken and I have to put this in the system. System does not know anything. So right now, system has to show all the information, and after that, I will take the action. Right. So now, when I'm saying that I want to take good condition, so it has to show all the lines, but it's not showing because of only plant information this here. So which plant have you taken here to create GRN? 1,000. So it is going to reflect all the materials from that purchase order, which are linked with only 1,000 plant. So as you can see here, first line M03 1,000 plant, M03, sorry, M01 1,000 plant, M03 1,000 plant, but M02 belongs to 200 plant. So in a real working world, guys, both these plants will create separate GRN. Again, that is called as decentralized system, because both the plants, do you think both the plants will receive the material on same day, same time? Will they have a common documents? No, only if it is a centralized system. But as we have seen the address and all, they are completely different. 1,000 plant is different located, 1,200 plant is separately located. So both the plants will have separate documents, guys. Even though the PO is common, but they will create separate documents. So therefore, in that case, we can invert the material separate for 1,000 plant. We can invert the material for 1,200 separate. Now, suppose if I take your same PO number, but with 1,200 plant, again in good condition. PO number is wrong. 541. The 6 will get only 1 line of material, which belongs to 1,200. Okay, guys. So it is very important to understand that plant. But let us say now I'm working for centralized only. I don't want to segregate or separate all those things. I want to work as centralized team only. I want to create a common report for both the plants. So in that scenario, you need not to enter the plant name, guys. You just neglect the plant name, remove the plant name, keep it blank if you want to create a combined report for both the plants, and just concentrate on the movement type. Once you put the movement type, hit enter, you get the information from all the 3 lines. Now you take the actions, guys. So already the action is decided, 1 not 1. Now if you say, sir, I want to change the movement type, not possible. Okay. So what you have to do? You have to check each and every line individually and update that information in GRN. So where to update? You have to just go at the bottom, that is an item details tab. You can see some tabs are available like material, quantities, where, purchase orders, and some tabs. So first 3 tabs are very, very important in this. So what is going to highlight? First, it is showing the material description about the material name, descriptions, and all those details, material group and other things. So these are all predefined in P also. So we have to just check it. We cannot edit any information here, guys. Just go to quantities now. In quantities, how many quantities have you ordered? 900. How many quantities vendor has delivered? Now, this is important. So this is the only one parameter which I can change in GRN, guys. You cannot change any other parameters with reference to PO here. Right? So vendor has delivered 900 quantities as we assumed. So no problem with that. So here also I'll take 900. Now suppose if the vendor has delivered only 500, so I can change 500. So it will get automatically updated here also. If the vendor has delivered 2,000 quantities, I can update that as 2,000 also. No issues, right? So this Q quantities factor I can update. So only this is a parameter what I have to look for is measure. So once I get that, so where I'm going to invert this, that also have to check. So click on where tab. So it will say you are inverting this material in 1,000 plant 0001 storage location in unrestricted use. Can you see a stock type? Moment type is also there. Moment type I've already taken at the initial stage. As I said, you cannot change it now. And also stock type is different. So if I say stock type here, you can see we have different stock types: quality inspection, block stock, unrestricted, and all. But since it is a good condition, so stick with unrestricted use only. Good. So this is a moment type. Now, as I said, you cannot change the moment type, because if you try to do that, here ways, it says change of moment type is not possible. So you have to be very careful. Before we come for GRN, you have to decide which action to take. I'll tell you the different moment types later on. But now we are inverting in good condition. And now if you say, sir, I want to change the plant name, storage location. No, you cannot do that, guys. Because all this information comes from where? Purchase order. So if you want to reflect anything, you want to change anything, you just need to change in the purchase order, and then it will automatically reflect it. Ready? Apart from that, goods recipient person, that who has created that manual report, who has inputted the name of the person, unloading point, like we have gate number 1, gate number 2, and so on. So those points or any other particular information you want to write about that material in Word. So you can just add that. And after doing this, it is mandatory that you click on item OK. This is very, very important, guys. Item OK. Right? So item OK will tell the system that you have checked this line of material, and only this line of material for which item OK is done will be considered under GR reports. For any line of material where item OK is not available, that material will be left open in the purchase order itself. It will be not considered under GRN. Okay, so it is very important. Similarly, now I'll go to second line. So click on second line. So second line gets selected. So you can see it is in blue color. So go to check the second line M02. How many quantities were ordered? 300. So how many quantities we have received? 300. And where are we receiving it? Again, in 1200 plant 0002 storage location in unrestricted use. Right? Again, say item okay. Done. Now coming to third line. Did we receive third line, guys? We did not receive third line. Since we are not received, we are not going to update the third line. That is, you need not to click on item okay, leave it blank. So it will be not considered in GRN. And save the report. That's it.
Sir, one note here, sir. Hello.
Yes.
Sir. Stock type. You selected unrestricted type, sir.
Okay.
What is the meaning of that, sir? Like, sir, it means it means like the stocks are in good condition, the metals are in good condition.
See, guys, when we go for stock check, we know that there is a process of stock check in every company. So a particular material can be present in any condition, that is in good condition, defective condition, on order condition, or transfer condition. As I said, different conditions are there. So the stock check topic will reflect which condition the material is in. So now when I take the material in unrestricted use, so by default the material will go in good condition and it will update my stock in system also. So the person who is going to check the stock tomorrow, he will get to know that you have added 900 quantities of M01 in good condition. So that gets added up there. So this is a simple process. So stock check is very, very important. That is stock type. Unrestricted means.
Sir, like in the header we clicked 101, sir, which means the goods receipt we are transferring it to warehouse in good condition. And then
Correct.
why there is another parameter to select that one, sir, like in the stock type in good condition,
Right.
unrestricted type, quality checks. Another one is
See, when
quality
I say
inspection and
invert the
quality
material in
system.
storage condition, right? When you send the material in storage location, I said that storage locations we are going to send in good condition, or either I can send in quality inspection, or I can put it under block condition also. It can be possible, because sometimes it happens like the materials are received in good condition, but I don't want to update my stock. Okay, I don't want to update my stock. I want to hold it for some or the other reasons, because of some payment issues or some kind of materials documents issues or whatever. So in that condition, we take the action as 101, that is in good condition, but we are going to hold it by putting it under block or putting it under inspection process. So therefore, just by selecting the stock type is not going to put your document or put your stock under good condition. Important is moment type itself. So moment type is very, very important to define the action. So when you define that, then only the material will go to the correct location in your stock. Stock type is just for information part.
Like we are contradicting here, sir. Initially, we are selecting 101 as inspection is done, goods are sold in good condition, and now we are in stock type. We are making it blocked. So I'm confused. Sir.
See, what did I say? Simple. Even if I take 101 here, can I choose different stock type here? Can I put in quality inspection? Yes. Can I put in block condition? Yes. I can do that. Understood? So it means here you are providing the information that you are inwarding the material as per the definition what it is there. You are inwarding the material under warehouse. Right? So I just asked you in a simple presentation that if you are inwarding in storage location, which condition you invert? It is in good condition. So that is by default. So whenever we use 101, we keep this stock type by default as unrestricted. It is by default good condition. But in some scenarios, if the materials I have received, but I don't want to invert in good condition, even though the material is in good condition, it has received in good condition, but due to payment issue, I want to put it under block condition. So I cannot use the moment type separately here. If I do that, then it will be completely blocked and I have to return it back to the vendor. I don't want to do that. So therefore, here what I do, I invert the material in storage. I don't say that it is in good condition. I invert the material in storage, but I will block it. So this is what? This is a temporary purpose, not like a permanent purpose.
I understood this block condition, sir. Block stock. That what is quality inspection, sir? In which condition we can keep that stock type quality inspection? Because
Correct.
after quality inspection
Sometimes
only,
it happens. So
we
sometimes
have
it
to.
happens that inspection of the material will happen after the inward process. When I say I want to do the quality inspection, it might take 2 days, 3 days of time for me to do the inspection. So I cannot keep my material in plant location itself so that it gets inverted first. I will invert the material in my storage first, right? And after that, I'll send it to storage location. And once I receive the information from the I will send the information to the quality inspection. Okay, I'll invert the material in the in my warehouse and send the material under quality inspection. So when I put in the quality inspection, after inverting into storage, we'll go to quality check. So after quality check, they will update the report saying whether in good condition or defective condition or whatever. And then I will rechange my information in the GRN.
Like while we are selecting the stock type at quality inspection, sir, like we are not doing done quality inspection during inward of the materials.
Correct. So it might be not that every company will follow the same process, right? So they will invert the material first and later on they will do the inspection. Like visual inspection they're done, but I want to do the complete quality inspection on that, which is taking some time for me, right? So till then I cannot wait. So I have to prepare a GR report and tell the vendor that I have received the material. So I will create a GR first and I'll tell that I've received the material, but it is under quality inspection. So I'll prepare a report as quality inspection here. So afterwards, I'll give him the confirmation that whether in good condition or defective condition. So we can go like that also.
So like if we select one or one, it is not necessarily that all the materials are in good condition.
Yes, it is our choice. But as I said, 90% of the time it is always in good condition only.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yes.
There seems to be some disturbance from another lecture's audio. You kindly stop coming so we can listen.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So please mute the mics so that the disturbance are less.
Sir, is there any time restriction for releasing the GRN?
Yes, guys. So whenever we create GR, that there is a time limitation. Of course, we have to invert the material and we have to update the GRN. So there are some time limitations for that also. So I'll come to that part later on, because here you can see document date, posting date is, so those are going to come to the later on section. So let us first understand the GRN and I'll come to that points later. Okay. So yeah, so I have inverted the material here. So I have created the GRN and updated the report also. I have created GR guys. So I have got a GR number. Anyone made a note of that GRN guys? Yes. Did you make a note of that GR number? No, we did not have. But if I want to find the GR reports now, how can I track now? How can I track? So it is the best way. We will get it from document overview also. Here, as you can see, we have got show overview and we get here material documents number. Material documents are called as GR documents, guys. Right? We get those documents. But remember, these documents are only used for display purpose. Only used for display. If I go here and say display the documents, any one document number you add it here, it is not opening from here directly. Reservations. Oh, sorry, it is already there. I'll just remove this. Right. So we get the document number, hit enter, it will inform the information. But it is only for view purpose, guys. We cannot edit the documents of GRN once they are created. We don't have the option to edit the GRN, guys. If I go for normal PR, PU and all, we can edit that. But in GRN, we don't have a direct options to edit anything. I'll show you how to change the information later on. So if I go back to purchase order now, it is very important to check the status of purchase order every time. So check it here. So we have got 541. 541. Here you see, guys. So out of 1400 quantities, 1200 quantities are delivered, 900, 300, and these 200 are still pending. But here the information which is showing, guys, it is the overall status of the PO, right? It is still open as we got to know, but is the overall status of the PO. What if I want to check individual line of PO? Because see, the materials which are delivered here, it is not showing me the clear information that which line of material is delivered, whether it is like 500 from here, 300 from here, 200 from here, or any other informations, like any other combination is that we don't get from the overall status. So that to understand, we have to go to item details on the guys. So in item details, we get a new tab here called as purchase order history. So this tab is going to help us to understand each line's information in a detailed manner. And this tab will appear only after creating GRN, guys. This tab will be not there if you create normal PU, right? So after receiving the GRN, it will be generated automatically. It will highlight the GR number, as you can see. It will highlight the moment type and it will highlight also the quantities here. Wait, how many quantities you have inverted. So same thing, you can check for all the three lines. First line, second line, same GR number. But if you check for third line, there is no GR report. Sorry, there is no purchase order history tab, as you can see, because we have not taken any action for this M03 material yet. That's what since is inverted only these two, so it is done. It is created for only first two lines. Good guys, so this is how we can track the status and we get the GR number. And if you click from here itself, we can directly open that GR in the display mode, guys. Directly it will come from here also. So we have got multiple ways to do that. Good. Now this was a case study number one. As I said that once the GRs are posted, we cannot edit the GR, guys. It is not possible to edit the GRN. So if any mistake happens in the GRN, or if I want to update the GRN later on, how to do it then? Then for that, you have to take a reversal action. What is that? Let me take a scenario here, guys. So what is the scenario here? Let us say we have inverted the material M01 and M02 in good condition. So when we had received the material, let us say the person who was updating this manual report did not cross verify any of the document received from the vendor, like delivery note or any other document, and he just took the purchase order, and as per the purchase order he updated the information, he randomly checked the material, all were in good condition, and he inverted the material. Okay, he provided this information and we inverted the material and we created the GR report. But afterwards, when the information was sent to the store department checked all the details in the delivery note and all those things, and they found out that M01 material which was there, it was not completely delivered. It is not completely delivered. Only 700 quantities were delivered, and the vendor had said that remaining 200 quantities he will going to supply with the M03. Correct? So only 700 quantities were delivered, guys. But now I have updated the GRN with 900, which has updated my stock also with 900. But actual delivered how much? 700. So I have to reduce 200 quantities from the updated list. So can I go here and edit the GR report now? Not possible, guys. We cannot change this GR report, or we cannot edit the same GR report, guys. Not at all possible. There is no option for that. So therefore, we have to go for reversal actions. So what is that? So I have to minus 200 quantities from the existing stock and create a one more GR report for reversal. So go here. So check this one /n MIGU. Goods receipt for purchase order. Go create this, and here you can see the moment type. What is 102 moment type, guys? 102 says the same moment type like 101. Goods receipt for purchase order into warehouse, but here is a reversal. I don't know, it is a reversal. So reversal means what? Like if you commit any mistake in the previous action, you can reverse that action and create one more GR report. Right. So for every action, you can see 103 goods received for purchase order to GR block stock, 104 reversal, 105 release GR block stock, 106 reverse of that, valuated block stock, reverse of that. So for every action, we have got a reversal actions defined here. So why they have defined this reversal? Because you know that there is no edit option. So if you want to edit anything, you have to tell that you had committed a mistake by creating a GR and you are reversing it. So whenever you commit any mistakes, you have to go for GRN, guys. Sorry, reversal actions. So take it. So since I'm applying the reversal for the same PO number, so since it will check which reversal it is. So what was my previous action? 101. So 102 will be reversal for only 101 case. Okay. 104 is reversal for only 103 action. So it will check how many moment types were, or how many lines of materials were applied with 101 moment type. Okay. So only for those materials, it will show the list here. When I do that, here you can see 900 quantities and 300 quantities. That is M01 and M02. It is not showing any other lines of material, because for 101 has applied for only these two. Now, out of these two, for which line I have to apply reversal? Only for first line, guys, not for second line at all. Correct? So I will go for first line selection, go for quantities here. Here, the quantity should be updated as 200. Don't make it 700, guys, because already you have inverted 900 and here you are taking reversal. So how much you want to reverse? Not 700, guys, you want to reverse only 200, because as you can see here, quantities ordered 900, quantities received 900. So out of 900, how much you want to reverse so that my stock gets updated with 700? 200. So that you update here. So from where are you going to reverse it? From the same plant, same storage location, and from the same stock type which you had inverted, and say item okay. And once again, save it, guys. Right? See here, I'm not saying item okay for M02. I have nothing to do with this. Only this I want to put action for. So only for that I'm doing item okay and saving it. So only for that M01 line, it will be updated. So what is the GR number? Material document has been created. 51. So now if I check the status, so let us understand the PO status after creating this GR report. So what was the status here, guys? How many contests were closed and how many contests were open? This was entirely closed. This was entirely closed before, and this was completely open. Okay, guys. So here total 900 plus 300. Actually 1200 contests were closed and 200 were open. Now you tell me, guys, after updating this report, what will be my status? The status will be
Same.
what, guys? 1000 closed, 400 open. It should be reversed, no, guys. I have reversed back to the PO, no? When I say reverse, reverse means I'm not sent to the vendor. I have reversed it back in the PO. I've just updated the status as open status. Correct, guys? 102. So let us check, right? So it has to get with 1000 quantities, 1000 quantities closed. How? Because here it is 700 quantities and here it is 300 quantities. So it is 1000 quantities closed and 400 quantities open. 700 quantities closed, 200 are open. So here 200 open and here 200 open. So total 400 open and 1000 closed. So check it, guys. Now go back to PO. Check the overall status first. See now, 1000 delivered, 400 still to deliver. And if you want to check the detailed history one by one, right? So go to purchase order history. So here you'll see two GR numbers. One I had taken 900 and one more minus 200. So altogether 700. But if you check second line, only one GR report, guys, because I have not done anything with the second. It is completely closed. Okay, guys. So GR is actually very simple. Understanding the moment types and their particular action is the important part. Therefore, first we have to understand these reports, how to generate, that is manual reports, and then we have to update the other parameters. So there are a lot of other things like how to put the material under quality inspection, how to put the material under block condition, how to return the material back to the vendor, how to take the replacement of that, and if the vendor does not provide you the replacement, then what are the different actions. So all those things are there, but I don't want to confuse all those things in the initial stage itself. So tomorrow also again I'll be taking the GRN topic itself, but first initially everyone at least open the GR and create a good condition GR. Understanding? I hope you understood the importance of movement type.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. So go through the video, guys, and practice this report. And tomorrow we'll meet at again same time. Okay.
Okay,
Bye,
sir.
guys. Good night.
Good night, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night, sir.